Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever I'm finding you today. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video on the controversial subreddit r/am I the devil. Without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? This is cross-posted off r/true of my chest, and the user has been deleted. My ex-GF wanted me to sign a prenup. This is going to be a very long read, so buckle up, and I'm sorry for any spelling mistakes or grammar. I'm pretty high right now. You know what? I'm here for it, Okay, you know what? Everybody else get a hard drink, because listen to this age. I, 31 male, and my ex, 23 female. And are you ready for the next bit? Please don't hate on me for the age difference. It wasn't grooming and or predatory. It was love and only love. At least until near the end. Okay, this guy already the devil. The fact he had to clarify that it wasn't grooming or predatory. I want to know how long they were together. I met my GF while at a photo shoot. I am a photographer and she was a new to the scene model. Okay, she was naive, young and fresh. That's disgusting. Already crossing so many boundaries. He is the professional. She is a new hire. She is also an employee working with him, a client, or a colleague, even. This is so unprofessional. This is a disgusting use of power, because not only is he older than her, but he has a higher power as the photographer. So this is very, very, like, abuse of power-esque. I was recently divorced due to her thinking I wasn't helping her around enough, despite her being a stay-at-home mom to our 4 kids, but sure. Okay, yeah, this guy fucking sucks. I'm sorry for my language, but being a stay-at-home mother doesn't mean that she has to look after absolutely everything, because 4 kids is a lot of children to look after, and if you're not doing any of the weight, yeah, you're working like 8, maybe 9, 10 hours, like, not even every day of the week. What you're doing on your days off, are you not cleaning? Like, come on. Even if the house chores are split 90-10, give your wife, well, ex-wife now, a day off. Anyways, back to the model. Disgusting. I fell in love with her basically overnight. No, you didn't. You became obsessed with her. She is smart, driven, already has 3 degrees, graduated high school at 15, and was valedictorian, and drop dead gorgeous from head to toe. I was surprised when she said yes, because most models or most beautiful, successful women are stuck up and want a strapping 6+ rich man, while I'm at 5'6", losing my hair a bit, have a bit of a dad bod, and kind of on the poor side. She was willing to see me for who I actually am. Okay, so he's kind of like stereotyping all successful women. He even put successful in bunny quotes. I'm tearing down everything from this man because of the way he spoke about the age gap. At least before everything hit the fan, she became successful super quick. Not to mention, she started a business that quickly made 6 figures practically overnight. I'll admit, I was jealous. Did that lead to the breakup? She had success, beauty, power, respect, and money, and I was just her photographer boyfriend. Everywhere she went, she'd get the attention, and I'd just be the last thought. Okay, he's just jealous. Then everything got worse. She started calling the shots. She paid for everything, and when I proposed, she came to me with a prenup. The prenup basically said if we got divorced, I wouldn't get a dime. Of course, because you didn't work for it, she did. She worked her ass off to get where she is. I wouldn't even get the lavish penthouse or our vacation house. Nothing, nada, zip, nothing. We got it the first time. I thought it was unfair, basically, especially since she practically owes her career to me. Really? I think she would have found a different photographer and blown up her career anyway. We argued about it for days on end. I'm sorry, but you photographing her has nothing to do with her success, because if you work under a business, or if she worked for an agency, they would have found a different photographer. Then something terrible happened while she was at one of her fashion shows. Someone took advantage of her. He used the full word, non-censored, content warning, trigger warning, I'll put up a timestamp. This man is going to degrade the woman for a traumatic experience she went through. She got taken advantage of. She decided to take a month off to heal. Only a month? Girl, take as much time as you need. And postpone the wedding by this point. She became unbearable. She didn't want to have sex. She didn't want to go out. It was also frustrating, and then I made a bad mistake. I cheated. It was one of my friend's wives, and it was only okay. What? I think he meant once, and it was only once. But while I was with her, I had an idea. I know it's wrong, I've learned my lesson, but please don't hate on me. I've already been through enough. I decided to lie to her about our condoms and my vasectomy. I thought that maybe if she had a baby, that she'd loosen up and stay home, and I could become. Oh my god, the words are just like darting around the screen now. I don't think I could read on. This man is disgusting. This man exists. This man is alive. This man is breathing. I knew I could do it. Sure, my business was a little bit slow, but it would pick up soon, I hoped. I knew she didn't want kids, and she was thinking about getting her tubes tied. But I really wanted a fresh start. New wife, new kids, and maybe even some of her money could help sponsor some of my family. The possibilities were endless. This guy needs to be arrested, or a very strong man or a very strong woman, Rhea Ripley, needs to read this and find out where he lives. Unfortunately, this didn't go as planned. Good. I was talking about my plan to my friend group. One of the guys told his wife, the one I cheated with, is this guy fucking stupid? Sorry for my language. Is he stupid? He's like kikiing with all his friends, being like, I slept with a wife. Your wife, by the way. She decided to tell everything to my GF, from the sex to the baby. When I got back to my place, she had a suitcase packed and a ring on the table. Good, you deserve everything you're getting, bitch. I thought she was surprising me with a vacation. I deserved. You don't. You deserve nothing but misery. After everything I've been doing for her, I was the one driving her to therapy and helped her out with a career. Wow, two things. You snapped a few photos that anybody could have done under her agency. Like, photography is an amazing business and it's more than snapping photos, but because she's a model under an agency, anyone could have done it for her. And driving her to therapy, I'm sorry, but after what happened to her, that's the bare minimum. You should be carrying her to therapy. You should be her red carpet, lay face down on the floor, and let her walk on you. Then she looked up in tears and said that she was defeated and tired. She told me to get out and she never wants to see me again. I argued I couldn't lose my good life. This guy is testing my patience. I'm the reason she's a success. No, you're not. It was my photo that made you successful. Okay, baby girl. Whatever you say, princess. The only reason why that stuck up slur is a success is because of me. I kept yelling and yelling to the point where she fell to the floor and begged me to stop. Pathetic. I told her to lawyer up because I'd be taking her to court. The fuck? I'm sorry, this guy is awful and stupid and dumb. He's abusing her verbally. He is calling her pathetic. He cheated on her. He's done nothing for this woman. And he's like, oh, I'm going to sue you. For what? Breaking down and having a panic attack? Here's where she ruined my life. Good. She went to my work and showed proof of infidelity and violence and got me fired. Good. She also helped out one of my friends by getting him the best lawyer in the city and to help him get a clean divorce from his wife where he doesn't even have to pay alimony or child support and he gets full custody. Even better. This woman she did this after, like, while recovering from that traumatic thing, both the non-consensual thing and this disgusting man. She showed that she's been the one paying the child support I owed my wife. She even sued for it back. She showed evidence that I lied about my vasectomy. I was done for. Even my lawyer looked at me in disbelief. She even sued for all the money she spent on my rehabs, hospital, and therapy bills. It's true, I'm an alcoholic and a drug addict. Clearly, hooked up in the head, mate. I didn't win, she won everything. And now all of my paychecks must go to her and my ex-wife, Victory. Not only for this poor woman who went through all that shit, but for the poor ex-wife who also went through it. I'm working a stupid office job and I have 4 obnoxious kids to go home to. My wife has weekends and holidays basically getting to be the fun mom. She ruined my life, ha ha, instead of having a young hot model girlfriend. Oh, boo-hoo, womp womp. I'm living with 4 kids and constantly burnt out because no one wants to help me out. Sounds like a you problem, mate. While she's making 6 figures for only being pretty and walking down a runway, that really, really irritated me. That gave me a headache. I make 50k and have family support. To make it all worse, she's already moved on with a 6'4" business tech owner, male 25. I saw them together at a coffee shop owner. Of course she's moved on, because you're lame. You're a loser who didn't know good if it slapped you in the face, right? So she moved on to some, like, greener pastures. That's the words. She looked scared to see me, like I was a ghost. I tried to run to her to ask her for a second chance, but he stopped me. God, This woman's terrified of you, and you tried to run at her. You freak. I didn't want to fight him because the guy is in incredibly good shape. He owns a gym. By the look of it on Instagram. He got her an emerald cut 24-carat ring. I'm starting to feel a little insecure. You should be feeling something more than that. She always called me beautiful and her dream man. How could she move on so quickly? Because you weren't? You treated her like shit. All of these things she was feeling were instantly cut off the second you started treating her like shit. The second you yelled in her face until she was nothing but crying on the floor begging you to stop. How could she move on so quick? He takes her out for amazing expensive dinners and lavish vacations. I spoke to her sister recently and he even pays for her penthouse. She deserves it. He wants to only worry about work while focuses on everything else. She keeps saying I'm half the man he'll ever be. I just feel like a loser. That's only half of what you should be feeling. She won everything. If any of you could give me some legal remedies or some kind words, that would be great. Thanks for reading. You're in the wrong place. Maybe go to Andrew Tate's fandom, and that's where you'll find your validation. Edit 1. Wow. All of you are so rude and mean. I'm struggling and all I have to do is laugh. You did it to yourself. Or say this story is fake. Trust me, I wish it was. I'm looking for help, comfort, and what do all of you terrible people give me? Cruelty. You deserve it. I'm in the lowest part of my life and I feel so insecure because my ex-girlfriend went to someone younger and taller. Maybe she went to someone who actually treats her like a human being. I'm sure all of you have been there. Please give me actual constructive criticism. Edit 2. This is where he becomes a pick-me girl. A lot of you sound ableist and racist. 1, I'm not dyslexic and English isn't my first language. I'm so sorry that my typing isn't as smart as all you college graduates, in bunny quotes. 2, I've been diagnosed with depression and narcissistic personality disorder. Please be gentle with my feelings. This post has been archived. Okay, deleted user. I'm sure all of you have been there in the comments under that. I've never cheated on my R-word victim of a girlfriend and then stalked her to a coffee shop to beg for money. This is true. Info. In what universe does a judge grant an addict father who is apparently still using full custody? Yeah, that is true actually. This can't be real. He's like a Scooby-Doo villain who tells the whole evil plan before putting it into practice. A lot of people are feeling bad for the kids with the guy, and yeah. People are giving really bad advice. Suggestion, get drunk and show up to a photo shoot and yell that she owes you a second chance. Don't do that, please don't. People are saying that it's fake. I'm waiting for the full version on Wattpad. If it is fake, it's very much rage bait. If it's real, my guy is just like someone who has listened to too many alpha male podcasts and thinks he is the next Andrew Tate. Bro's crashing out real hard, and all I can say to that is, and scene. Jesus Christ, that was a long story. I think this might actually be the whole episode, this one story. Yeah, I don't think we have time for anymore. I think this is it. Thank you for sticking by. I hope this story gave you the rage you need to still be a rat in a cage. Go smash some pumpkins and the like button, and I should see you in the next video. Mwah.